Starting up. I think it's on. Probably. Let me refresh the page. Maybe not. Should be on. I wonder if they can all see me and I just don't know it. Wouldn't that be sad? Right? Oh, hey, it's on. Wow. Oh, let me turn off my audio. That's annoying. Hello. Welcome to... Here's my microphone. How are all of you guys doing? I have the chat box here. It has quite a bit of lag, actually. And so maybe I should find out a way to go beyond it. Yeah, hello, everyone. It is 3 p.m. here where I am. So that's fun. So first off, some channel things. We are doing some fun collabs in the future. I guess first I should talk about what I plan to do with this live stream thing. So I am planning on basically I'm going to turn off my face in the background here. Actually, one moment. Let me see if I can just get the chat up. I couldn't figure out, it has a Google thing up there. That's annoying. Let's see here. I wonder if you guys can all still hear me. My mic is messed up. Let's see. Live streaming. Maybe I should just go back. Oh, that's still on there. All right. Okay. Yeah, I guess I'll just have to do the thing from here. Can I pop out chat? Does that seem... Hey, that seems nice. Perfect. Okay. In here. And then I can see what you guys are saying. Sounds bad. I wonder if that's my internet connection. I can always try and go somewhere else. Shows I have good internet, but I don't know. How bad does it sound? Let me find out. Oh gosh, that sounds really bad. Away from here and maybe find a better spot to do a live stream because that's really bad audio. So let's go explore a bit. Yeah. I believe that is just my microphone and due to that I'm having bad internet connection. Let me grab all my stuff. Will you grab the camera? Just follow me with it. Let me unplug all the things I've plugged in. Wait, but if I go inside, then there's not really room to do experiments, but that's fine. We can just talk for a little bit first, I suppose. Yeah, no, don't tilt the camera. Oh, yeah. I can't see what you guys are talking about right now. Okay, we're gonna go to a new spot to get a brand new connection here. My dad does not have a very good connection. My apologies for the mic. All right. Oh shoot. Okay. There we go. Perfect. Let's go on a little adventure. Okay. Forward. Yeah, this is fun. Okay. Away from here. I can, if you like. Okay. There we go. You got that. Thank you. He has the microphone now. What do you mean it's working? Your voice. Oh, let me Working well? Well, I don't want it to sound terrible. We can go up and look at my 3D printer because the company sent me a 3D printer. So let me just go on through here. Okay, there we go. Perfect. All right. Well, let's go ahead and head on up these stairs. Whoops. And and go around here. Perfect. Wonderful. All right. Here is a space that probably has better internet connection. Let's just plop that there. Hello. Well, my apologies for that little adventure there. That's not good. Welcome. The Google sign is in the top left corner because apparently I'm using Google Hangouts because I can't figure out how to use anything else. Let me put this here. We can talk about this 3D printer. Let's see. And perfect, I guess. That's pretty swell. Well, welcome to the show. I am your host, Nathan, and today we are going to talk about some science things. But first, we're mainly going to talk about what I plan on doing here. So this obviously is going to be better in the future because I'm going to actually know what I'm doing and have a better internet connection. And I'm just visiting this place for the holiday. I go back to where I live right now pretty much tomorrow. And so what I plan, oh, by the way, first off, can you guys hear me better now? Does it sound a lot better? Let's see. Yeah, okay, it probably sounds better. I'm assuming so. Nobody's saying it sounds bad. So, perfect. Let me just leave the chat open there. I'll make sure that everything is fine here. Get this 3D printer thing. Okay. Well, let me adjust that down a bit. I guess I'll just adjust it all down. So what I'm planning on doing with this live stream is that I'm going to have people on. Obviously, I'm going to have it in a more set up room. And I'm going to have different microphones because, oh, let's see. If I can build a better theremin with volume control. Yeah, of course, we can do that. So yeah, we'll talk a little bit more about that in just a moment. So basically what I'm going to do with this live stream thing is that every week, or at least I'm going to try every week, maybe every other week on the, because right now I seem to be doing, or I'm going to try to be doing builds at least every 2 weeks. And I've been trying to record some over this break that I haven't had school going on. What I'm going to try to do with these live streams is I'm going to invite guests onto the show. And then basically we're going to talk to them about different science topics. So for instance, stuff like AI, wireless energy, automation of cars, and all this wonderful stuff. And so that's pretty much the plan for that. Let's see. This is my 3D printer here. As you can see, it was given to me by a company. I'm not really sure how to really use it yet, in all honesty, because it keeps on, there goes my thingamajig here, because it keeps on popping up, and so that's not good. But like this, for instance, this is supposed to be a Klein bottle, but you can see it has some layer shifting going on. If I hold this up here, maybe my camera will focus, because I did get a new camera, because my old one broke, it fell and cracked the screen, and so you can't see whatever you're recording. But there's some layer shifting going on here, and so I'm not sure exactly what happened there. And then I had to open it all up and change voltages on the inside and such, try and get the motors to work correctly. Some prints came out nice, like here's this little shield thing. Yeah, this is supposed to be a Penrose triangle. So that's pretty sick. Can I build a perpetual motion machine? No, I cannot. I probably thought I could before I knew what I was doing way back in the day. I used to have a thought that, oh, hey, I could make one by having like a octagon of magnets where they were pointing each up with the north end here, and the basically the magnets were protruding out, and then I'd have magnets on the other side, and then MU metal in between them. That there'd be a little stick that would push the MU metal to increase or allow the magnetic field more to pass through, because MU metal has a very high magnetic or very low magnetic permeability, and so it blocks out a lot of the magnetic field. And so the plan was, oh, hey, if I can block out that magnetic field until it gets to that point, then I could perpetually push it with the magnets and it would rotate and generate energy. But I'm pretty sure that wouldn't work because it would likely just slow down beyond anything else. Yeah. Right now, I am using Google Hangout to do this just because I've been trying to do some other things. And so I've been trying on this one program called OBE or something like that, but it just seemed very pixely. And so, yeah, in the future, I will try to get another stream program up and running. Let's see. What are you guys saying? Do you guys have any fun things that I should 3D print or try to 3D print anyways? Make an attempt at it. I won't try to do it now because it's pretty noisy in all honesty. Oh yeah, you can see some of my beautiful works of art here. Yeah, this is obviously exactly as I wanted it to be. That's sarcasm, but let's see. Oh, someone asks, can I explain the Tesla coil circuit? Let's go ahead and explain that. So, the main principle behind the Tesla coil is something called resonance. And what that means is that basically it's being constructive in its energy buildup. So if you fix your mind into a mindset of, for instance, you pushing someone on a swing, right? If you push them just at the right moment when they're at the top and you keep on pushing them, the energy is just increasing and increasing, and they swing larger and larger and larger. Similarly with the spring, if it's oscillating and I put energy into it right at the right moments, at the right frequency of energy that I'm putting into it, then the spring's motion will get larger and larger and larger, increasing in its energy, just like an explosive effect. You can model it using differential equations, which we can go through and do if you would like. Yeah, sure, why not? Let's try and do some. Actually, I don't know, we can. Basically, if you have the spring, or if you have, so you'd have a 3-part differential equation where you'd have like an x squared and then, or sorry, yeah, an x squared and then an x and then a constant. And then when you solve it out, you get the equation relative to it, and then you can figure out based on the right-hand side, because on the right-hand side, if you had all that equal to 0, then that would mean you're adding nothing into it, but if whatever you add on the right-hand side is equivalent to basically the force that you're adding into it. And so you can solve for the right-hand side to figure out the exact frequency needed to be in resonance, but also inside of electrical circuits, there's just a formula that's 1 over the square root of pi LC, I believe, 2 pi LC. I'm pretty sure that's the equation to find the resonance of a circuit, where L is the inductance in a coil, and C is going to be the capacitance that's in parallel with the coil. So basically, the frequency generated is between the capacitor growing in charge and then dumping all of its energy into the coil. Then the coil gets a magnetic field. Then that magnetic field collapses back down in on the coil, which pushes the electrons. So then that creates a charge, and that goes back into the capacitor, charges it up, and that dumps it back into the coil, and it produces a very sinusoidal voltage pattern. And so if you're adding energy into that at a similar frequency, then it's going to grow and grow and grow and grow. And so what's happening with the Tesla coil is that we have a certain frequency obtained down there on the primary circuit, where we have the spark gap and the capacitor and the primary coil, where it's charging up and dumping it inside the primary coil. And then on the secondary coil, we have that all inducing through a magnetic field into that secondary coil into a higher voltage, where that's creating that magnetic field, but also kind of pseudo. It has a capacitance between the top and ground. It's not a physical capacitor, but it does have some capacitance there. And so that's going at a frequency. And so if you have the primary tuned correctly, then it's going to be dumping all of its energy into that secondary at its same frequency. And thus the energy is just going to go further and further up, and it's just going to explode out the top in the beautiful lightning arrays that we see with a regular Tesla coil. And that's, in essence, how that works. Let's see, what other questions do you guys have? Maybe I should look at this. 1 over 2 pi square root LC. Yeah, that's the equation. That was Trainer 400. Thank you, sir. Let's see if I missed much. As for the theremin circuit, yes, I will definitely do that if you want. It is a lot more complicated than just having the pitch control. To add the volume antenna in as well, it's quite a bit more complicated, but I can definitely do that for you guys if that's what you want. Let's go ahead and see. What questions do you guys have? Let's see. Well, I suppose I can talk. So you should do collaboration with Cody's lab. Hey, that's a good idea. I winked because I am doing one with him. We're doing, I think, a couple. First off, him and me are trying to build a fusion reactor type deal. And so I'll be going up relatively soon to film that at his house. I was just contacting him in email yesterday. We've been contacting each other back and forth. Basically, he has deuterium that we're going to be using, and he has a vacuum pump, a turbomolecular vacuum pump, so a very, very good one. And we're going to pump that into the tube, basically, and I'm building a Geiger counter or not a Geiger counter, I'm building a neutron detector, which is sadly a bit more complicated than a Geiger counter because you need to have like an inert gas tube, basically. And then I'm also building the high voltage DC power supply that's going to be shooting across the reactor so that we can try to get the deuterium to fuse into helium. Now, obviously, we're not planning on it being like a net positive reaction because that's just ridiculous, I think, to try and plan on, considering that so many people have done it before and not done that. But we are definitely planning on it fusing the deuterium. And so that should be pretty fun. And we're going to count the neutrons emitted from it using the neutron detector. And so that should be very, very fun. Let's see. NSA is watching? Yeah, probably. Can I be a mod? I don't know how to make people mods. I do not do very much with this. Details about your high voltage DC supply would be nice. All right, we can talk about that. So the main high voltage supply that I like is in the zero or the ZVS setup. Basically is my favorite kind of high voltage DC power supply, just because it seems to be very reliable. It uses resonance very well, which is what we were talking about just a moment ago. And so it just explodes in current and power. And it is DC because the flyback transformer does have diodes inside of it. You would want to be careful not to feed too much current into it because at least the one that I showed how to build a while ago, it's all integrated into one part. For the one I'm building, or for the one I built, actually, for the fuser, I have the oscillator basically on a separate power supply, and then I have a few MOSFETs that's going to be passing, or that does pass the electricity through them, and then I have the transformers here and here. I say here and here, but you guys can't see what I'm talking about, but I can see it in my mind, where I have basically the oscillator separate from the rest so that I can run it at the two separate voltages and run these parts like at like 60 volts, and this one only down at like 15 because 60 volts would fry out the components over here. And then I am able to get a lot more current output, a lot more of a high voltage output there, and I can adjust it all. I normally use a variac connected up to a full bridge rectifier because I am putting in DC to both of the sides of the circuit. And so I normally use a variac and a full bridge rectifier so that I can tune it to exactly what I want. You can also just use a DC power supply, but that doesn't give me a high enough voltage for what I needed to accomplish. So yeah, that's that. Let's see, have I done anything with my refrigeration compressor yet? No, I have not. However, I am building a vacuum, not a vacuum, well, I am technically, yes, a vacuum tube. I'm building a cathode ray tube with that. I was talking when Tanner Tech was here. He actually also made one of these refrigeration compressors out of just an old refrigerator, and he said that he was able to get high enough of a vacuum to make a cathode ray tube. And so I think that should be definitely pretty fun to do, where I'll just probably have the high voltage connected in one end, then I'll make a little hole for the other end, and I'll put a needle and just a node over here, and then we'll try and put high voltage across it, and I'll put coils on either side so we can put magnetic fields across it and watch it how it differs the plasma generated inside of it. And so yeah, that should be definitely pretty fun. Let's see. What else do we have going on here? Someone asks, what are the plans? Print a YouTube play button. That'd be kind of cool. I actually do have, they sent me the play button. I haven't shown it on video yet. It's actually out in my shed right now. I could go grab it, but I should definitely make a video of it because, I don't know, that's kind of cool. I don't know what to do with it. I originally wanted to attach it to the top of my Tesla coil and have lightning going off of it because I thought that would be kind of fun. But I don't know. Let me scroll down so I can see what you guys are commenting now. Let's see. This will be a lot more fun with guests on, I think, because it's a lot easier to talk to someone near you than just show it now. I could show it now. A Nixie tube clock. I do really want to make a Nixie tube clock. I just need to order out some Nixie tubes, but I think they look really beautiful. I don't know why, but an X-ray generating vacuum tube. Yes, I am doing that as well. I've been talking to Cody about it, and I think I want to, or Cody's lab is the Cody I'm referring to, and I think that it would be cool if we used his high power vacuum pump to basically evacuate the tube, so we could just create our own X-ray tube, because X-ray tubes are actually pretty expensive on the internet, and I think it would be a lot more fun to make my own than to use an old one. So, yeah. Have I considered an X-ray transformer for the power supply? That would probably be good. I just don't have one, to be honest. I think they're probably pretty hard to find. Print a rare Pepe. Do I have a Snapchat? I think I have a channel Snapchat. I haven't ever been on it, really. But maybe I could do that. That would be pretty fun. Yeah. Well, let's see. We can try to print something on this and watch it fail, because that's kind of fun. Let's see here. You turn this guy on. I was trying to print a stereograph, which, if you don't know, at least I believe they're called stereographs, where you have a little circle thing, basically, with little gear notches, and you put your pencil in it and move it around, and it draws these really cool, intricate patterns. And so that's what, something cooler, actually, first. I have made it so I can play some beautiful songs on my 3D printer. So let's do a little bit of a music show here. Let me get the correct SD card for this. It's probably on this table here. All right. Actually, we're just going to make a song onto it. Let's see. So if we go into here, we can see control, motion, and if I go to steps per mm, that's just the part I need, because then I go over here. I can show you guys my screen if you guys like. How do you apply to be a guest? Just send me an email and tell me what you guys know and what you would want to contribute onto the show, and then we can try to set up to be a guest on the talk show thing. Anyways, those will be a lot better orchestrated than this, because I just barely got fun story. Yeah, I already told you guys actually that I got this camera yesterday. Yeah. All right, let's go ahead and go here and go here and go here, and we'll type in MIDI to G code converter. I spelled G code wrong, but that's all fine. MIDI to G code. We click on here. Then we can go over here, choose a file. We can try the Song of Storms. Let's see. Song. I guess I should search up here, because I do have that somewhere here. Actually, that looks like that's already G code. Yeah, perfect. I guess I already have it in G code, but might as well just show you guys the process of going through it. So if we go down, we look up Zelda again, just because Song of Storms is kind of fun to play on this, I guess. Let's see, is that MIDI? I don't think so. Is this one MIDI? I think that one is MIDI. Yeah, it is. We go analyze file, and then it's going to go ahead and bring up this. Then it will ask us for the parameters. We'll say 0 to 100, just because the 3D printing bed is bigger than that, but I don't want it to crash into anything. So yeah, steps per millimeter. Let's see. Go back over here. We can go to control, motion, steps per mm, and we can see that the X is 79.76. So let me get that in here. 79.76. 79.76. And for the last axis, we have 399.29. 399.29. Perfect. Yeah, then I can go ahead and say generate the G code. So you have to do that. Maybe I want to disable the breaks. I don't know. That's fine. Create G code. And now I can plop this guy into here. Save file. Open it up. File. Save as. Now I can go over to the SD card. And I can save it with all files. And I can save it as .g code. And we should be good to go. Now I just need to eject the SD card, which apparently you need to do. I didn't know that was a thing. So let me do that. And I need to get back over to the chat because I don't know what you guys are saying. All right. Now we're safe to pull this out. Let's go over here, at least to the chat. Perfect. All right. Yeah. Let me make it so I can see what's going on again. Okay. So let's put this into here. I'll move this up close so you guys can see the beauty of it all. Perfect. Okay. Now, let me go ahead and shove this in, and I'll hit print from SD. This. So it's going to prepare itself really quickly. Oh, where is it going to? Okay. And it sounds pretty bad, to be honest. Actually, I probably should have homed it first. Let me do that really quickly. All right, let's see here. Okay, I'm going to take off the microphone here and hold it over here so you guys can hear the beautiful song going on. Print from SD. Perfect. There we go. Can you guys hear that? Pull out Logan Paul. Oh, gosh. Well, I don't know if you guys could hear that, but I could hear that. Maybe you guys couldn't. I don't know. Anyways, let's go ahead and go back to some more questions, just because that's more of the purpose of this, is just to inform you guys, is pretty much the purpose of this live stream. So I'm going to go back over here to the comments, and let's see what everyone is saying. Let's see. Collab with Great Scott. I don't know. I've never gotten him to respond to anything, in all honesty. I don't know why, but I think he makes fine videos. So yeah. Let's see. Let's see. What questions would you guys like? Just anything you guys want. Oh, what are your plans for 2018? That's a good question, because this is an informative live stream. We're supposed to be anyways. So in 2018, I'm going to try and just basically put out videos every single 2 weeks. If I'm actually going to try and push to get it out every single week. And like I said, I'm going to try and have guests on the show. Like maybe I can try to get an interview with Cody if you would want to do that. I still have to ask him. And maybe I could also try for Grant Thompson because I know him and I was just talking to him earlier today in real life. So maybe I could get him onto the science interview channel. I also know some people that, like a person I know used to work with quantum computers, and so, or quantum computing basically. And so maybe I can get him to come talk about that on the show. I don't know. I think it should be really good and pretty fun. What do I think about Logan Paul? Oh, wow. Obviously, I think that was really stupid what he did a few days ago. Like really, really stupid. Like times 10 to the 30th power stupid. So yeah, that's my thoughts on that. No good at all. Yeah, that would be fun to have Cody on there. My major is currently declared as electrical engineering, although I kind of also want to do an emphasis on physics and also kind of computer engineering, because I do definitely want to go into machine learning. If you don't know what that is, it's basically the process of getting a machine to think kind of like a human does, where basically it looks at data and it's able to modify itself to better understand the data through its computations and formulas that it creates. I don't know. I think it'd be very good to optimize pretty much anything in the future. Let's see. What else is going on? Grant Thompson? He's not making, well, he has his person making videos. His Nate. Nate's pretty nice too. I've met him. His name's the same as mine. He's pretty cool. But I think he's just, I don't know, expanding out, you know, spending time. I think he made a video saying that he was just spending more time with his family and stuff, which is good for him. You know, he's been doing the grind on YouTube for a long time. So yeah, let's see. Do you have an Insta page? Sure, let's just make one now. Why not? What should I name it? Any good thoughts? We can make one. Oh, hey, one of my friends text and say they're watching me live. That's a little creepy, but I'll say hello to them. Hello. We'll see if they respond. What's with William Osman? I've never talked to William Osman before, actually. I am subscribed to his channel. I think he has a really funny channel, and also his house burned down a little bit ago. If you guys weren't, I'm sure you guys are aware of that. But yeah, I don't really know him personally, actually. It's to stone. All right, we will name it. We'll make one. Okay, here we go. Instagram. Let's see. Let's just make one. Okay, sign up. Sign up with profile. Okay. Let me type in an email address. 01123581321 at gmail.com. Anyways, actually, oh yeah, I do own a Tevo Tornado here. It was given to me recently by them. They just shipped it to me pretty much just like spur of the moment. They just like contacted me one day and were like, hey, do you want one? And I said, sure. And then a couple days later, it was at my door. So that's really nice of them. Also, look at this, guys. Here's this. It just appeared here because someone brought it in and gave it to me a little while ago while we were watching the thing make some music. This is my play button. I haven't showed it to you guys yet, but it is silver and it is black and it is gray. And that's pretty swell. Gosh, I'm cringy. Okay, thanks. Yeah, it is kind of shiny. I don't know how to get into it. I thought there would be screws or something on the other side, but it's kind of just like a box. I'm not really sure what I'm supposed to do with it. Let's see. Yeah, I mean, maybe you're supposed to hang it somewhere. We can set it here, lean it against this. Yeah, perfect. Now I can start printing stuff and it will turn out wonderful. Well, let's see. Let's go over here. I think your x-axis is reversed. Most printers are on the left. What? My x-axis? I think the x-axis is this for me, that way. This is my y-axis. That's my z-axis. I'm not quite sure what you're talking about there. Yeah. Oh, okay. Someone said something. Why haven't you uploaded for 2 months? That's a good question. Let me try to make excuses that shouldn't be excuses, but I will pretend they are. Mainly just because I had college and college finals, and I do have college coming up again, but now I'm going to try and be a little bit more deliberate. That was my first semester of college, and so I suppose just kind of getting more organized with my time. Now I should be able to make them relatively frequently and relatively with little hassle in opposed to a college schedule. So yeah. The video is mirrored. I don't think the video is mirrored. I think it's, well, I had to like double mirror it, but I don't think it's completely mirrored right now anyways. I don't think so. Well, the words are like regular, right? Yeah. I don't know. Yeah, I'm just a freshman in college right now. So, yeah. My screen isn't. Yeah, none of it's mirrored. Left to right? What do you mean? The words are reversed? Are they really? I don't know how to, I don't think I can zoom in actually. Oh, okay. I guess it's just not mirrored for me, but I guess I'm not you guys. And looking at this, I can't see it being mirrored, but the del is backwards. For me, it's regular. Okay. Oh well. Anyways, he's reading letters in a mirror. What? What? Okay. You're in a mirror. Quick, get a mirror. This is kind of like a mirror. I guess if I hold it up, it's just gonna block you guys' screen. Yeah. Moving on a little bit, I suppose. What are some projects you guys want to see in the future? Just basically shoot them out at me. Right now I'm working on 3 projects, at least that I've been filming in the past day and a half, basically. The first is I'm making a solar panel just from scratch, and I'm explaining kind of the process behind that. The second one, I'm just going to make a little video showing variable capacitors and how you can make your very own variable capacitor, just because they're kind of an expensive component, to be honest. And so if you're just trying to do a little project, it's better, I think, just to make your own. And the last video that I've been filming is a review of this thing, because I told them I would review their printer, but maybe I first need to figure out how to actually print on it first before I review it. So yeah, bring the camera close to my laptop. All right, there you go. Perfect. When am I going to do the video on the big Tesla coil? That's a great question. I actually did start on the Tesla coil again, because my current Tesla coil actually fell off my desk and one of the wires broke, which is very bad, because if I tried to run it again, then the high voltage would arc across and it would just carbonize up, and that would be really bad, and it would all just fail catastrophically. And so I started to wind another one with a thinner wire, but then the coil actually got tangled up on the inside, so I had to abort it halfway through. And now I just haven't picked up another one to start winding again, because they just take forever to wind. Like, I know people can set up rigs and stuff for them, but I've never had any luck with that. And so, I don't know. If any of you guys know how to make a good rig for winding a Tesla coil, then hit me up, because that'd be fun. Let's see. Print a new Tesla coil. I can't quite print a Tesla coil, just because this print's plastic. But yeah, maybe I could print parts for it. Build your own drone. That would be pretty cool. Make a nuclear fusion generator. Oh yeah, I am doing that with Cody. Let's see. Build a muon detector. There are plans available online. A muon detector. That sounds pretty interesting. Lightning detector. That sounds pretty interesting. Yeah, print a winding rig. I get what you mean. That would be good. Make your own phone. That would be pretty difficult. Actually, to make a landline, that wouldn't be difficult. But to make a cell phone, that would be pretty darn difficult. Oh, please make the Instagram page. All right. let me do that. Let's see. We'll name it. I don't know. I'm bad at making Instagram pages. I'll make it directly afterwards, actually, just so I can talk to you guys. You watched my channel last night at 1 a.m. Nice. Sick moves. Yeah, dance for us? No, I can't really do that in here because I don't know, it's kind of a small area. What happened to the big EMP gun you would make with Cody? How did you know about that? Okay. We're going to build a different kind of EMP this one time. We decided against it. Well, actually, it just never really got off the ground. Yeah, so I'm not really sure what happened with that. Maybe I guess we could still do it. Yeah. Let's see. Make a YouTube channel. All right. I'll get on that right as soon as possible. Try receiving images. That would be pretty cool. No, I'm not going to dab. No. What has been your favorite project you've done? Oh, Sea of Antivoid. The favorite, my favorite field of physics. Okay, I guess I should do one at a time. The favorite project that I've ever done is probably the plasma ball, just because I think that was pretty fun. The one that I actually made last week with Tanner Tech, that was a pretty fun project. It just kind of spurred up. We were trying to build a AM radio, and then we just noticed that it was acting not good. So we took apart the circuit and threw on a toroid, basically. And when we brought that near that, we noticed that it was giving off the signals, and that's pretty much how that came about. But I just think that's pretty fun to be able to listen into the electronics, and it makes pretty good things. Will this stream escalate like the last one? No, I don't have my friend Mason here with me right now. He's probably out on holiday as well. But yeah, it is kind of more fun with, yeah. Let's see. Oh, hey, this guy. He was talking about my axis being reversed. Let me read that really quickly. What I meant by your axis being reversed is that the part is not symmetrical, and it will be flipped around on the x-axis because its home is incorrect. Almost all printers have home on the left. Oh, my home, I think it is just because maybe it is mirrored for everyone, but my home is on the left for me anyways, but it probably just looks on the right for you guys. Can you make a sun tracking solar panel with an Arduino? Yeah, that's a good idea, actually. For sure, that's fits perfectly actually into, I have a company sent me a big solar panel that I showed you guys in the last live stream, and I have had no idea what to do with it. And so I really like that idea, pink phenopolitan. I don't know how to say that, but I really like that idea. Thank you so much. Yeah, that's a good idea. I will do that for sure. Can I make a password stealer? No, I don't want to do anything like that, I guess, for what? That sounds kind of hypocritical considering that we made the whole pocket EMP thing and the microwave gun. But I don't know. I feel like that's just another level of more easily that people would actually use it. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. What level of formal education are you at? I am a freshman in college right now. Make a useless box. That would be pretty good. Make a plasma ball. I have made a plasma ball already. Yeah, it's one of my videos if you want to go check that out. How big will the fusion reactor be? You know, I'm not too sure. I haven't gone up to meet Cody to work on it yet. Probably going to go up within the next month and do that. But you'll definitely see it in a video. So yeah, I would imagine, yeah, I don't know how big it will be, actually. Build a 2,000 watt inverter that will work with the solar panel. Okay, we can do that. Design a wave powered by a break wall generator. Wave powered break wall generator. I am not. Are you referring just like a waves crashing into something and then using that to generate electricity? Because I guess I could do that. Yeah, make plutonium. I don't know how to make plutonium, so that may be a problem. Yeah. Let's see. I don't know much of anything else to make a natural radio receiver. Yeah, we can do that. I was thinking about making one of those just very, very rudimentary, very, very simple crystal AM radios, just because why not? I mean, it's very easy and very rudimentary, I guess, in its application. So maybe that'd be pretty good. Let's see. What's my favorite field of physics? I would say my favorite field of physics is probably electricity and magnetism. I know that's a very very common answer, I'm sure. Actually, I do really also like relativity. Like, for instance, I like thinking about how if we were to have a black hole or something, like, do this with the thought experiment with me, all right? Because obviously it's unreasonable to think it could ever happen in real life. But imagine I have an infinitely dense material that's the size of like a whole light year in radius, right? So basically like a black hole that's a light year in radius, infinitely dense. And then, well, first off, when I talk to you through the air, that sound is traveling like at 440 meters per second. I don't actually, it's somewhere near that area, maybe 300 something meters per second. Now, if I were to talk to you through a wall, that speed is traveling faster because the wall is more dense. So now I'm thinking, what if I were to go up to that black hole and some or infinitely dense material that's huge, and I were to push on it? Would that transfer of energy be instantaneous from one side to the other, or would it do something like travel at the speed of light? I'm not sure, because there's no compression factor. There's nothing that I can think of that would be slowing it down. What do you guys think on that? Let's take a look over here. Let's see. I'm not really seeing anything on that already. Oh, 443 meters per second, I guess, is the speed of sound commonly in most places. Let's see. 243 meters per second. Yeah, I don't know. I don't really see many things on, but that's yeah, I have 4 siblings. But that's my main. Well, let's see. There's probably some other things that I can think of that would be fun to think about. So there's the pushing thing that would see how fast that black hole. If it would, then it would break the hole. That information can't travel faster than the speed of light. You wouldn't be able to push it. Yes, I know you wouldn't be able to push it, but I am saying, like, that's why it's a thought experiment, because obviously, like, you could get enough energy to push an infinitely dense thing, but what would happen? Let's see. This person says, I think it would depend on how hard you pushed it. If it's infinitely dense, it still wouldn't create energy to be transferred. Now, what I think is that there is the whole equation that says the new mass is equal to the original mass over the square root of 1 minus the velocity squared over the speed of light squared. And so I assume that the new push would be absorbed, and then you could do a simple maybe transfer of momentum, although I know that that would be kind of difficult because the new mass would be changing, so it would have to be like a differential transfer of momentum where the mass would increase. But then I don't know how that would correlate to the energy going through it, because although the velocity would cause the mass to increase, especially if it was traveling then faster, I don't know. I believe that would be something to factor into account, but I'm not too certain anyways. Read our comments, man. Okay, I'll read some. Let me start up here. There's just a lot. There's a lot just flowing in. I can't focus on them. Oh, okay. Let's see here. Let's see. What physics? Let's talk about some physics things. Actually, that's pretty fun, I think. Someone say a good physics topic, something that would be fun to tackle right now. Let's see. I don't know who Ben Krasino is, so I don't know if I could collaborate with them, but I could look them up for sure. Can you suggest a book, or what's your favorite book? A book that I have is a book called The Art of Electronics, and that's a pretty good book for understanding electronics. Not much of a page turner, though, in all honesty. But yeah, this person says string theory. Okay, string theory. I don't know that much about string theory. I used to have it pretty well researched, but it's been a while. I know that there are like these little 9-dimensional strings or whatever down at the very base of the universe, and that everything is just a basically a resonance of the strings vibrating. But I don't know. What could you guys say more about that? Because I don't know much about it. Oh, Ben Krasno is applied science. Oh yes, I do know him. I could contact him. He's a little bit bigger though, so I don't know if he'd want. Then again, Cody's a lot bigger than me, and he's doing one with me, so maybe he would. And also, I was gonna do one with Grant Thompson a while ago, and I still probably will at some point. I don't know. Let's see. Make a big Tesla coil which can turn on an incandescent light bulb at a distance of 1 meter. I've actually already, I have done my old Tesla coil that you could see in the background of my videos most of the time. That one could turn on a light bulb at like 1.5 meters or something like that, or a fluorescent light bulb, anyways. Not incandescent. You said incandescent, but mine only turns on fluorescent. I can't think of how you would turn on an incandescent light bulb. Maybe like it could turn into like a plasma bulb type deal on the inside, but I can't see how it would do much else, in all honesty. Let's see. Make a Marx generator. I have wanted to do that for a while, and so I think I will. What type of math are you taking? So the math I just barely took was this last semester anyways. I took differential equations. This next semester, I'm taking a math proofs class because I think that'd be good just to get better at proofs. I don't know. Maybe cement you in a better way of thinking about the process of mathematics. Yeah, let's see. Infinite density equals infinite energy to move. Yeah, it does pretty much. Yes, definitely does. So strings, oh, here we go. Let me try to get it to stop there. Mr. Robotic Warfare says, so strings are theoretical 10-dimensional constructs, 11-dimensional in the newer M theory, and they oscillate to create the properties of matter we observe. Yeah, I think it's kind of interesting. The only problem is that for, like, it can fit with the math, but for observation's sake, to observe something smaller than a photon, I am not sure at all how we can do that. Because pretty much everything are based upon, all of our observations anyways, are based upon picking up the electromagnetic signals and all that. And if a photon's the smallest it can be, then that seems like oh, hey, here's a thought. I personally kind of think that the speed of light is non-constant. And I think it's changing very, very slowly over time. I don't have much to say to this besides I know light is not traveling through like through a substance. Like they used to think how it was traveling through something called the ether and stuff like that, right? Because we think, oh, waves can't propagate through a vacuum, but it turns out light does. However, I do think that perhaps there is some underlying structure of the universe that we haven't quite observed yet that gravity and light both travel on. Because when we picked up the gravitational waves, we did observe that they are traveling at the exact same speed as the speed of light. Like, so I think they are sharing some similar field. And so if I take the logic of denser materials cause things to travel faster, and I apply that to that, then I could say, oh, maybe in the beginning of the universe, that field was a lot more potent throughout it, and so the speed of light was a lot greater then. And then now we have the universe expanding, and so I would assume that it is logarithmically decreasing in speed as the universe expands. I don't know. That's my thought, but it's just complete speculation. I have no basis for that. Yeah. Let's see. What does other people want to talk about? Let's see. Make a homemade vacuum tube radio. That sounds like a good idea. I did go to a store this last week, and I found a tub of vacuum tubes. And I said, oh, hey, how much do you want for this? And they said, I don't know, how about $5? And that's a pretty good deal. I got like 20 vacuum tubes. And so I'm very happy about that. I've never done anything with a vacuum tube, in all honesty. So we'll see how that goes, but it should be pretty fun. Let's see here. Do a video with Electroboom. I've never, ever talked to Electroboom. So, yeah, I have just never, ever talked to him. Ever. Never, ever communicated with him. But I think that would be pretty fun, especially because recently he does seem to be doing more and more, I don't know. I like his recent videos more than they have been in the past. Yeah. Oh, what does this say? Though remember, gravitational waves are what is that? Sorry, it keeps on moving the chat. perturbations of the actual fabric of space-time. This means that we would have to exist outside of the fabric to measure. Yeah, I see what you mean there. Also similar thing, or let's see, what are these other guys saying? It's very hard to keep up with your chats. Let's see. This person says he's a PhD student in aerospace engineering. Yeah, that would be very interesting. My email is sequence011235811321@gmail.com. So just sequence and then the Fibonacci number up to 21 and then just at gmail.com. So yeah, hit me up with that email and that would be really fun. Have I talked to StyroPyro? No, I've never talked to, actually, have I? No, I don't think I've ever talked to him. I've talked to, the main YouTubers that I've talked to are as follows. I've talked to Grant Thompson, the new guy on his channel, Nate. I've talked to him as well. I was just talking to them earlier today. I've talked to Cody's Lab. I've talked to Shane Dawson, not Shane Dawson. I forgot his name. Oh, well. I've talked to Stuart Edge. I've talked to the Backyard Scientist very slightly, very little with the Backyard Scientist, but I have talked to him, and he did make a, he gave me a shout out in one of his videos, which is super nice. I think he's a really cool guy. Yeah. Anyways, let's take a look here. How to make a boost converter? Yeah, I could do that. We've used boost converters. That's what the taser is based off of. It's just a little boost converter module that was off the internet because I figured that would be easier that way. But the principle of a boost converter is very similar, basically to a just a regular transform, basically to my 555 timer setup, except for they're using probably a single transistor oscillator to then go through some transformers to step up the voltage. And then if I remember right, there's 2 transformers, and then it has a voltage doubler circuit where you have diodes in like a diode this way, and then a capacitor and a capacitor. And so that just forms a voltage doubler, and it helps with that. Let's go back to here. Do a collab with EV blog. That would be pretty cool. Yeah, that would be very cool. Oh yeah, Cody's Lab did give me a shout out. I forgot about that. That was very nice of him as well. Like very, very nice. These guys, they have so many more subscribers, and so to give me a shout out, it's like, okay, thank you so much. Let's see. What do you think the limits of CPU will be now that we are on 14 nanometers for PC CPUs? Definitely, as we approach down into the quantum level, that it is going to be very different. I should really wait to talk about it, because like I said, I know someone who worked on quantum computers, worked on quantum computing. Mainly, he's a mathematician. And so perhaps I should wait before I just spew off whatever information I'm thinking of in my head, which is likely wrong. Perhaps I should wait to consult him, or maybe have him on the show, because he'll be able to talk to you guys about quantum computing a lot more factually than I will, as he's published papers on it and all that. So I am going to avoid talking about that. Let's see. Measure Planck's constant. That'd be pretty fun. Yeah, we can do that. Yeah, I'll think of a little fun mini experiment we could do to measure it. Like with my solar panel build that I'm doing the solar panel build that I'm going to be posting within the next week. The concept it's based off of is one of the very first materials that was discovered to have the photoelectric effect. And so I think that's a pretty cool historical throwback. Obviously, it doesn't create a very good solar panel, but very, very inefficient. But proof of concept is there, and so that's pretty fun. All right, let's go on down further a bit. The real question is, does light with a wavelength on the Planck scale become a self-trapping black hole? What? I do admit I have no idea what you're talking about with that. What do you mean by self-trapping black hole? No, I can't say your username. Let's see. Measure the gravitational constant. That's, gosh. Even right now, with the technology that we have, the gravitational constant is only measured out to like very few digits. I forget exactly how many, because it's pretty darn hard to measure that precisely. Like, it's very unprecise. So for me measuring it, I can't imagine I would ever make a Leonard tube. Oh, Mr. Leonard. He was interesting. But yeah, he did invent the cathode ray tube, if I'm not mistaken. And so he does have a good spot for that, but he was also a Nazi, so I don't know. Scientific contributions were there, but he was a big component of Albert Einstein, and kind of unrational with that. But he was probably good back when he made the tube. Yeah. Let's go on. Let's see. Make a tractor beam. Actually, someone demonstrated one to me very recently. They were using acoustics and waves to trap particles, and he was able to move it back and forth, which is kind of like a tractor beam. And so we could definitely build one of those. It seems pretty complicated. Actually, I don't know if it would be that complicated, in all honesty. It would definitely take a little while to fine tune, but it is definitely plausible, and so I can definitely do that. Let's take a look here. Does free energy exist? Probably not. I can't imagine so. I mean, no energy can just come out of nowhere. That's just like a basic principle of things. You could probably capitalize on just energies throughout the universe. Maybe there's some that we don't know about. Probably are. Definitely probably are. But that wouldn't be free energy, in my opinion. That would just be an untapped energy that's just doing something. But I did not see that. Nice. Oh, wow. That's quite a lot of emojis. Would you mind repeating your email once more? Sure. So that is sequence 01123581321 So feel free to hit me up on there, and I will get back to you guys. Yeah. I do not know what tachyon theory is. Sorry about that. Let's see here. Jewel Thief. I would definitely like to build one of those in the future. How do I power my big Tesla coil? That is an SGTC. That's not a solid state one. It's just a regular spark gap, not even a rotary spark gap. I've powered it with neon sign transformers. I've powered it with my ZVS that I made, only I made sure that it was AC because DC feeding into a Tesla coil doesn't work all that well. And I've powered it with microwave oven transformers before, and they all work relatively well. I would like to make one using 4 microwave oven transformers in the future because I've seen those can be quite powerful. And so, yeah, let's see here. Can I build a multi-stage coil gun? Yeah, I could. I just need to get huge Tesla coils for that. I just got an email from someone. Let's go ahead and check that out. Is that even too? Oh, that's okay. Sure, yeah. I'll get in contact with you, Sean. That won't make sense to the rest of you, but I got an email from someone, and so I was just talking to him from there. Yeah, off topic, but are you interested in philosophy? Kind of. I mean, I think philosophy is important, but I definitely do like empirical data a lot more than just conjuring up thoughts. But thinking about things are definitely important. So philosophy, yeah, I'm a fan of philosophy. Why not? What up? Let's see. He says that tachyon. Oh, tachyons. I am sorry. I did not recognize that word. Yeah, I know what tachyons are. Yeah. I forgot what your original question was, but they are kind of interesting for sure. Sorry, I did not apparently know how to read English or whatever language tachyons is, just a noun. This guy says he's working on a project that uses a vacuum tube to generate soft X-rays to scramble plant DNA. Yeah, sure, I can try it. I can't tell if you're skipping or missing my comments. I haven't seen your comments, so I'm just missing them. A lot of these are just flying by too fast, in all honesty. And when I look over here and I look back, there's a whole new set of things going on. Let's see. Can you type the email for us? All right. I'm going to join you guys in the chat group. I'm just going to type it out here. So sequence 01123581321 at gmail.com. There you go. Perfect. Let's see here. Do a collab with Physics Girl. That would be good. I haven't contacted her either before, but I can't do a collab with Kip K. I haven't seen a Kip K video in so long. I think since I was like 12. That's been a long time, man. What does he even do these days? We can check him out. I I can show you guys my screen. I know how to do this. 1 second. Watch this. Watch this. Here we go. If I turn on this, then you guys will see my desktop. I'm using SparkoCam. Now you guys can see my desktop. Let's see if I can go back and show my camera at the same time. That way, maybe it'll be a little bit more fun, you know? Let's add in a frame thing and go Canon camera. And perfect. Now you guys can see me and my desktop at the same time. And maybe this will be more fun to do it. I don't know. Let me make it a little bit bigger here, I guess. That works, right? I think so. Can I make a very simple... Yeah, this is fun. I like this more. Now I don't have... You guys can see it very well. Let's see. Where's your funny roommate? He's on vacation. Actually, he may be back now. I'm still on vacation, but I'll be going back there soon. So he'll be in some future things. Sorry, I was just reading in the email. I'll get back to him. I'm not going to read what he said. Let's see. Let's see. Make a fuser. Yeah, we're doing that already. What was I going to look up? Oh yeah, we can check out KipK. I do have a Patreon, but I don't feel good about it in all honesty. I don't like just taking people's money. Like, obviously I do it through YouTube in a way because people see advertisements and then that generates money. But I don't know how I feel about just Patreon getting, I don't know, it just makes me feel like, I don't know. And I feel like I can never give them what they deserve, I suppose. Because I'm always like posting my content right after I create it practically. But then I say like, oh yeah, maybe I'll give you guys early access, but I don't know. I should probably get better at that for the people that are already on there. Yeah, that's my thoughts on that. Anyways, let's go ahead and let's check out the KipK guy, because I have not seen him before. Let's go to the MIDI code converter. Let's just go to new tab here. There we go. Whoops. YouTube. That way it won't be logged into my personal information. I don't know. For the incognito tab anyways. Let's see him. I have not seen him in a long time. KipK. I didn't even know he still made videos. Wow, here he is. 2,618,000 subscribers. He has been, oh, that's loud. He has been around for a long time. Dang. Yeah, what does he do? 8-track player lamp? That sounds kind of interesting. Way to hide keys, Halloween ideas, power refrigerator with a battery. Well, all these seem like something. What does this say? Yeah, okay, I see what you mean there. How do I feel about cryptocurrency? Oh, hey, this is good too, because if you guys can see my desktop, then for those of you who are going back and watching this when I'm not actually streaming, because for some reason maybe you like it just as a background sound to fall to sleep to or something. I don't know, I do that with some other podcasts. Then being able to see the comments will make sense on what I'm talking about. So that's good. How do I feel about cryptocurrency? I don't know. I think it's good and kind of weird. I mean, to me, it's no different than just regular currency, especially now that like the American dollar, for instance, doesn't really have a basis behind it besides we say, oh, hey, this is worth something, so it's worth something. And so that's kind of the same deal in my mind with cryptocurrency. You say the image is flipped horizontally. Oh, that's not good. Let me fix that really quickly for you guys. Let's see here. There we go. You guys all good now? Can you guys see everything properly? Now it looks mirrored for me on my screen here on the Google Hangouts, but is it mirrored for you guys? I don't know. Oh, I heard the Dogecoin. Let's check that out. So is it mirrored for you guys right now, by the way? Does the desktop look fine to all of you guys? Like, I know it looks mirrored here over on this end of the desktop, but over here, is it mirrored for you guys right now? I'm getting yeses and nos. That's better. Okay, looks like it's good. Awesome. Sweet. Let's go ahead and let's look up the Dogecoin here, because my friend Thomas was showing me that. So Thomas, I'll have to show you guys. He was over here earlier, and he did not want to be a part of a live stream because I guess he definitely just didn't want to. He was actually following me around earlier, but he didn't quite make it up when I came up here. I was planning on him being in it as well, but yeah. Tanner Tech's in the chat. Where is he? I want to say hi to him. Someone told me that Tanner Tech was. Where is he? There he is. He looks fine. Hello, Tanner Tech. Check him out. He's the guy I did a collab with very recently. I'll even type a chat for him. Hello, Tanner! ! Send. Kids, man. Oh yeah, Dogecoin. Coin. I probably spelled Doge wrong. Oh well. Cryptocurrency. Probably spelled a lot of things wrong. That's fine. Yep. Okay. Yeah. Isn't this pretty cool? Oh, yeah. Hello, Tanner Tech. He has a great intro. Oh, Clorox bleach. Well, have a very nice night. I will see you later. Thanks for coming on by. Definitely do get to bed if it's 1:10 a.m. That's pretty late. I was up late last night, but always better to get to bed. Yeah, look at this. Cryptocurrency that was created as a parody has now reached a worth of more than 1 billion. So that's pretty crazy, just as a joke, you know? The owner says, let's see if they're, yeah, look at that growth. It's just like, okay, whatever. That's pretty interesting, I think. As for cool information, because what is going on? Wow, oh no. I don't know what that was. Is it still playing for you guys? Hopefully not. Let me just exit that out. Yeah, oh gosh. Okay, well, that was interesting. BigClive.com, that'd be kind of fun. He's pretty near my, I wish you had answered my email. I can check your email, Mr. Clorox Bleach. I think I know which one was you. Let's see. I have to go over here. Let's see. Let's go over here. Asgario, he's nice. He's on my Discord. That would be fun to do a collab with him. I haven't been on my Discord in so long. I feel bad. Let's check it out. If you guys are not on the Discord server, you guys should definitely go there because it's pretty darn swell. Lots of things going on. Lots of hyped up deals. Does this show me how many? You guys should join that Discord server because first off, you guys are having trouble with some of the circuits that I've built in the past anyways. Then going there will help out with there's a lot of basically willing people that are very, very willing, I said willing twice, to help you guys out with whatever you need help with on there. And so, I don't know, it's just a great community. I really should spend more time on there. Someone asks, what is this stream about? That's a good question. Heck if I know. Yeah, this is just pretty much just a fun stream. It was just, originally it was just me trying to say what the plan is for the next little bit, because the next streams that I'm going to be doing are going to be much more organized because they're going to be basically little talk show things where I'm going to have a guest on and we're going to talk about certain science topics. Then maybe I'll do some building live streams. I was originally planning actually for this to be a building live stream, but apparently the internet is not good within my shed, understandably. And so it was just sounding terrible. And I don't know, maybe it's still sounding terrible, but hopefully not. You're solving equations? What are you solving? The person from Greece, I have no idea how to say your name, but Smarter Every Day, they're pretty cool. They did a video on a Tesla coil gun, and I was very jealous. Let's see if he responds. Let's see. Yeah, but Azagro, I don't really know how to say your name, but he seems pretty darn chill. He's pretty good in my Discord, so I'd be very happy to do a collab with him if he wants to. Link to my Discord, I can do that. Let's see if we can get to Discord here. Discord, will that even bring me there? I'm not on a real internet browser. Maybe I'll have to log in here, which may be unfavorable. Download for Windows, that seems nice. Let me see. I'll just pull it off from my phone because I can push stuff between my phone and regular. Collab with the Hacksmith, that'd be pretty cool. You may want to check your email as well. All right, I will check it. And that's Mr. Roboticware. Why? I keep on getting your name wrong. Warfare. Let me check that really quickly. Swipe way up, way up, way up. I have some questions, so can you please answer them in the emails? Yeah. I suppose it is easier for me to read you guys' things through the emails because it's not quite moving as fast. So let's start off with some emails. I've gotten a lot of emails from you guys. Okay, that's fine. Let's start off with the first one. Oh, this is someone requesting to be in one of the things. Yeah, okay, I'll read through those ones in a second, but let's just look at questions put onto this. This guy says he wants to be a chat moderator. Yeah, I'll look through that as well. Question for stream from Clorox Bleach. I'm not going to read that one. What about a collab with Cody's Lab? Oh yeah, I've mentioned, you probably weren't here for it earlier, but I am doing a collab with Cody's Lab very, very soon. Very, very soon. Like maybe within the next month, I believe is what it should be. We were just talking yesterday. Yeah, just yesterday, me and him were talking. And so we're going to be building a fusion reactor. Maybe we'll also be building an X-ray machine. Yeah, that should be pretty fun. Let's see. I just got a message on Facebook Messenger. I never get onto Facebook. So if you ever want to contact me through there, don't do that because I normally do not see a single notification from there. Let's see. I'm not really seeing many questions actually. Just people people asking. Oh, here we go. Wow, this guy has a degree in gender studies. That's pretty cool. Let's see. I don't know. Maybe I'll try to be too savage or something to people. All right. Back to this, I suppose. Is building a fusion reactor legal? Probably. I don't see why not, especially if you're containing all the radiation that's going to be released from it. I don't see why not. And if it isn't, that would be bad. But I'm pretty sure it's legal. I haven't seen anything against it. So yeah. Let's move on further. How long will the stream be? The stream will go till 4:30 my time, which is 13 more minutes, because then I have to go finish filming some other videos. Yeah, if that's all right with you guys. Not to try and cut it off soon or anything, just because then it will have hit like an hour and 30 minutes, which is what I'm planning for the regular length of the future streams, like the interviews and stuff. Obviously, with interviews, it'll have much more structured things going on, and so I have stuff to fill up the entire time rather than just referring to the comment section for questions every single moment, practically. Yeah, that's practically it. They're going to just come up and it'll be fun. It'll be a real swell time. Can I do more projects with high voltage electricity? Yeah, for sure. I definitely really do like high voltage electricity, and so yeah. Let's see. The subject line of mine is great live stream at some point. Yes or no to my email? I will only know. Okay. Sure. Yes. Make a CRT. Yeah. I would like to make a CRT, cathode ray tube. I think I'll make one within the next 2 weeks. Okay. Yeah. I'll do one within the next 2 weeks. It may not be super well because I'm just going to be using my refrigerator compressor vacuum pump to try and make the CRT, and then we're going to put coils on either side to try and deflect the beam, and it should be pretty fun. Hello from Sweden. Hello. I don't know what people say in Sweden, but they probably say hello in some language. Yeah. You're ignoring me? What? What do you mean? What else have you posted? Oh, he said hi. Hello. I'm not ignoring you. I just didn't see it. You don't have permission for general on my Discord server? Oh. The video is choppy apparently as well. Is this thing running low on power? That's probably a good thing to check. Nah, we're at half battery. All right. Hello from Romania. Hello. You should really teach yourself about vacuum tubes. They're really fascinating. Yeah, I would really like to. You know what? I would like to find a collab with H3H3. That would be nice. They're pretty sweet. I like their podcast. So yeah. I think they have a pretty good podcast anyways. I enjoy watching it. Very entertaining, I think. Just fun to have it on in the background. Let's see. Yeah, I see a lot of you guys are messaging me in my email. Like I've gotten like a lot of emails on here. And I guess some Facebook messages as well. So I'll just go through those in a little bit and I'll respond to all of you guys. Let's see. You should collab with Mark Zuckerberg, the one and only. Wow, the hero of the African internet and the Indian internet himself. Beautiful. Collab with SpaceX. That'd be cool. Yeah, if we could ever get Elon Musk, that would be pretty sick. He's probably too busy of a guy in all honesty, but he's pretty sick, I think. He's pretty darn awesome. Yeah. I miss your old shed. Oh yeah, I was just in there earlier in the stream. I've been filming videos in there, so don't worry about that. I'm gonna try to do as many videos as I can in there. The interview live streams won't be in there though because there's not good internet and that's not really a good spot to do them. I'm probably just going to reserve a room in my university area and do them there. Yeah, your best video, my dog attacking a sprinkler. Oh, thanks. I agree. I love that dog so much. What else do we have going on? Stony. Wait, Stony? I didn't mean to. What? Stony, what comment did you post before that? I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to ignore your thing. Let me try and find you. Let me just go like this. Where? Oh, okay. Oh, collab with the guard. Yeah, I plan on doing a collab with him. And then you said electrochemistry videos planned. Yeah, I didn't mean to ignore that. I'm sorry, Stony. You've been on my Discord server as well. I recognize you. You're pretty great. Let's see. I would like to do some electrochemistry videos. I'm not very good at electrochemistry. I haven't done too much of it, so I'm not very well versed in it. But I would definitely like to do that in the future. Let me scroll on down here. All right, can I link my Discord? Yeah, collab with Grant. I would like to collab with him. Yeah, I talk to him a lot, so might as well. Let's see. I'm gonna try to have him on the show at least for this interview thing. I think that'd be pretty fun. Make a Geiger counter. I'll make one. Yes. I don't know. 7 minutes left in the stream. Any more hard-hitting questions? Grow piezoelectric crystals. That would be pretty darn great. Yeah, I can try that. A variac from scratch. We can do that. Wind our own toroid and sand the top of it and put a little needle there. Turn around. You don't have to show us the chat. We see the chat too. Yeah, well, I'm showing the chat because if people are going back, because YouTube is just going to save this live stream. It's just going to, whoops, and it's just going to be there. And so basically, for people going back, they'll be able to see the chat and they'll be able to see what's going on. And so, I don't know, it'll just make more sense to them if I have the chat up. And so that's why it's there. Why is this still here? I don't mean to be advertising their thing here. What was I going to do with that? I don't know. I can make popcorn with my microwave gun. I have tested it. It is pretty hard, though, because it's not an enclosed area. So normally have the microwaves bouncing all around. Most are being absorbed. But here, with the microwave being so... exposed, basically, very few of the microwaves are being absorbed into the popcorn kernels, and so it's pretty darn hard to pop them. Yeah, same with heating up water and stuff, as I found. Yeah, that's just what I found with that. Let's see. Modify 2 CRT TVs so that you can make the electrons interact. Okay, that sounds pretty good. Well, let's. I don't know. Does anyone have any? The video is choppy. I'm sorry. I don't. Let me check out the video. Doop. This is the MIDI code. Yeah. Live dashboard. What is this? How to change webcam, Google Hangouts. Yeah. Live dashboard. I guess just default tags, I guess. I didn't put those in there. What does that even mean? I don't even know. Oh, well. Let's see. Back to you guys, because you guys have put some more in there. Visit Discord. Yeah, I'll visit Discord. Okay. Let's head on over there. On here. Yeah. Go over here really quickly. Just one moment. I need to log into Discord, so I'm going to cut the desktop here really quickly. Yep, one moment. Let me log in really quickly. Discord. Why isn't it even there? Discord. I hope you guys like the big black rectangle that's now appearing there. Just brought me here again. Open Discord, please. All right, I think it's good. Let me throw it back up. Perfect. Here's the Discord. Let me drag myself over here because that's kind of in the way. Also, let me shove this down here. Perfect. Yeah, there's a lot of things going on here. Let me go ahead and grab the main thing, and I'm going to shove it into the chat section so you guys can join the Discord. Where do I even find that? Gosh. Let's go over. In all honesty, I don't know where I'm supposed to find it. Do you guys know where the code to join is? I've done it before, but maybe not in a while. What even is all this? Maybe I need to go here first. And I guess people have been messaging me. Okay. Sorry, guys. I will read that more. Hey, wow, I've seen that before. Let's see here. This is the Discord. We're getting near it. We're getting near it. I think it's in server settings, maybe. Okay, I don't know what this is. Roles, I guess. There's a lot of stuff here. Maybe it's not there. Okay. Do any of you guys know where it is? By any chance? Down in the comment section here. On the top. Top? Like in here on the top? Oh, invite people. Duh. All right. Obviously. Thank you. Let's go ahead and spam that in the chat a couple times. Spam, spam, spam. There we go. Okay. Spammed 3 times. 3 is a good number, apparently, according to Tesla. He said 3, 6, and 9 were the best ones. So yeah, you guys should definitely go join that Discord server. I will be on more because I have just forgotten, to be honest. It says you guys don't have access to the general. I think that's because the mods have it currently, so that you have to post a thing inside the introduction page, and then they'll approve you. And I can even get on right now and do some approvings as well. I think it's just because we got some. Honestly, I'm not actually sure. I think it's just to help weed out random people, though. Oh yeah, I guess there's a lot of people. Yeah, brand new people. Sweet. FR233 Laboratories. Hello, I have seen you before. Colin Furzy, I don't know how to do a collab with him. He's in England or something. So try to build a linear particle accelerator. We can do that. But on another thing, I've asked a good closing question. Where is it? I'll go check out your closing question. Oh, hey, I know you. Hello. Let's see here. Maniac RC. Let's go, or Manic RC. My apologies. Manic RC. Let's see his closing question. Where is he at? Okay, sure. That's a good closing question. I can tell you guys my dumb whatever got me into electronics story. All right. Now, all of this is real, but it will sound very, I don't know, tacky, but it is real. And it sounds like a stupid, I don't know. Judge for yourselves. But basically, a while back, I was visiting the East Coast. This was like, oh gosh, I think I was like 13 or 14 or something like that. But I was visiting the East Coast, and it was very stormy, right? And we were in Virginia. I believe I was actually at one of the national jamboree type deals for the Boy Scout program, because I was a Boy Scout back then. So I was in Virginia at one of these jamboree things, and it was just super stormy outside, and I was walking along, and there was this metal telephone pole, basically, that was pretty darn close to me, probably like within 10 feet, if I'm remembering correctly. And I was walking right next to it, and basically lightning struck it. And I remember it was just so powerful, it shook me to the ground, just and like an insane crackling sound. And I thought that was pretty darn cool. Like, I was already kind of fascinated into like magnets and various things in science, but I'd never seen something so impressive as that before. And so, long story short, I basically went home and built my very first Tesla coil, which still exists in that shed. I basically went around to dumpsters, and I found old CRT TVs, and I took them apart, and I went into their vertical and horizontal coils, and I unwound them all very carefully to get my own magnet wire. Then I wound that around a old vacuum shop tube, I think, to generate the secondary coil. And then I found an old refrigerator, and I cut off the tubing on the back to form the primary coil. And then I believe I just homemade the capacitors and connected up to a microwave oven and made a Tesla coil. And back then, it only made like a very small arc, like maybe like that big of lightning, right? Like pretty darn small. But that's, to be honest, what got me into electronics. And then from there, I've just been doing more and more projects. Just the awe of the bolt of lightning just made me want to recreate it, I suppose. And so that's my tacky getting into electronics story. Anyways, it looks like that is all the time I have for today. Join in next Saturday at the same time for another live stream. That will be more well orchestrated. We'll be having a I have a list of things we could talk about, and it's going to be more of a discussion-based thing where we're going to be talking about physics or electricity or various technology things going on. And it should be just a fun time. And then maybe I'll also just bring some experiments I've been working on that we can play around with for like a midway break in between. And so that should be swell. So thank you guys for watching. Please be sure to have a wonderful day and be sure to stay safe. So yeah, see you guys next time. Bye. Let me figure out how to stop this now. Well, see you guys.